Hi, Tech Coach Gina here, and today I'm going to show you what to consider if you're planning to change email marketing systems. So I currently have my list in Birdsend. However, it's not very compatible with Divi, which is my theme, and I plan to keep Divi. So I'm not sure if I'm going to be keeping this particular email marketing system. And I don't know if they're going to be compatible with Divi a little bit more down the line. So right now I'm just kind of reevaluating it. And so what you'll want to do when you're switching email marketing systems, the first thing you'll want to do is export your contacts, and you can import them into your new system. So I have other videos on exporting and importing. The other thing is, depending on the new system that you're switching to, you may want to carry over some of your automation sequences if there is a way to automatically send emails to your list in your new system. And so in Birdsend, what I have is this dashboard that shows me the stats, and it's got email. So in this email tab, I'm going to go to automation, and I have various automation sequences. Now, if you're like me, you may have a bunch of sequences that you're not really using. And so over the years, I've created lots of sequences. I may or may not keep these sequences or carry over them into a new email marketing system. So you may want to do some digital decluttering. I've got people registered in some of these sequences. Some of them I just created and I did not necessarily use them. So I'm just going to scroll down and select really the main freebie on my website. So I'm going to select the sequence for that. And it's called Get Your Membership Site Ready Fast. So this is a sequence that I do want to keep. And so I'm simply going to edit it. So let's go to edit. And even before I make a final decision on where I'm going to switch this list to, I like to go in and save the copy that I have in a sequence to like a Google Doc or a Microsoft Word doc, etc. So the plan that I've kind of evaluated right now is a ConvertKit plan. It's called their newsletter plan. And so it looks like not everybody is able to switch to this, but it's a free plan and it comes with these benefits. So up to 10,000 subscribers for free. And not everybody is invited to this type of plan. So I can't necessarily tell you if you're eligible for this plan, but this is what I switched to. And so right now I have that level in ConvertKit, and I've imported my list into ConvertKit. So right here, I'm going to start a Google document, and for this, you'll need a Google account. So I'm just going to go right here to my Gmail. If you have G Suite like I do, then you'll have all these icons and things which you can utilize. So I'm just going to start a new document. Let's do a blank document. And I'm just going to call this Tech Done For You Email Sequences. And you can always kind of do more if you want, but right now I'm just going to save the copy, because sometimes if you were to copy this directly into the different email marketing sequence, sometimes formatting and things like that doesn't carry over quite well. So I like to just kind of start plain. And in a Google document, I like to have headings or titles and things like that. It's just a little easier to navigate. So I'm going to make headings out of my various sequences that I plan to carry over. Maybe I'm just going to carry over this one. So the first email in this sequence comes out immediately to subscribers who come to my website. And I like to just note in my Google document the subject. And I'm going to paste in the subject. And let's go back. Right here, I've got a logo. I've got a custom field, and this may be different in your new system, so I probably won't have that exact same code. But I'm just going to copy everything that I have here, and including the disclaimer. So Control-C is the keyboard shortcut on a PC for copy, and Control-V is paste. So some of these images may come over, some of them may not, and it looks like they actually pasted in quite nicely. And if you wanted to, you could actually click in and save these to your computer. Make sure that the resolution is the same. So you can right-click and you can go to Save Image As, and you can save this to your computer. So I'm probably going to save these images in addition as well. So this is not a very complicated sequence, but you can see I've got more than one email that goes out. So I'm going to go ahead and copy the subject of the second email in the sequence. And in my Google Doc, I'm going to scroll down right here. I'm going to paste without formatting the subject line of the second. So let me see, maybe I'll just make this heading 2. And maybe I'll make the subject line of the first email heading 2 as well. So this just helps me navigate very quickly. You can see that it's adding some organization to my Google Doc. And so you can do this very quickly, whether you're using a different WordPress processor or not. You can go to Control-A to highlight all, Control-C to copy, Control-V to paste. So I use a lot of shortcuts when I'm working sometimes. And you can just keep going. So this does not really take that long. I've got really only 5 emails in this sequence. So I'm going to copy all 5, and you can simply just save the information and then another day go in and add this to your new system. So I always like to save the content first, just because sometimes your computer might be slow, your internet might be slow, that kind of thing. So you don't want to necessarily lose your copy or have it not save if you're just going directly from one system to another. So I do like to kind of have this backup Google document or Word document available first. So there's the 3rd email. Let's do the 4th email. So I like to paste without formatting first when I'm doing this, just because sometimes when you're copying, pasting things directly from a system, things just won't come over very nicely. So sometimes I'll paste them directly, that's the Control-V command, or paste them without formatting. But that's just what I'm doing right here. So let's do the last email in this sequence. And I might go in and reevaluate, make sure that this training and freebie content is exactly what I want it to be. So maybe I'll go in and I'll edit this a little bit before I add it to the new system. But let's see what happened there. Let me just undo that for a second. It looks like I added this to the wrong place. So let me make sure I scroll down all the way. So Control C is copy, Control V is paste. Make this heading 2. We'll hit Enter. Control A, Control C is copy, Control V is paste. So you can see it really only took me about 10 minutes to save my sequence from this previous system. And so you can reevaluate your content. You can do a digital declutter if you would like, but there's really not a lot to do when you are kind of deciding and whittling down your sequences when you're switching email marketing systems. So if you have a lot of sequences, this will take longer, but in this case, I've got one, and so it's a little bit more simple. If you have any questions, let me know in the comments. Please like, subscribe, and hit the bell notification if you liked this video. Have a great day.